Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com, and I'm super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you 3 cards using the Words of Cheer bundle, which I haven't used much of it. This is the one, and it comes with a set of dice. The bundle comes in a set like that has the 2 words. One says happy, and then the other one says cheer. And I just love it. My favorite part really is the happy. I just love that we can use it for so many occasions. And I love that this one you can use it for several techniques. So I decided I wanted to go forward with this set, especially because it's about to retire. This is also in the retiring list. And at this point, the dice, at least in the morning, they were still available. And they are at a really good price. I think they were like in $18, $17, somewhere around that, which usually are like $34 if I remember correctly. So definitely not a bad deal. And I'm sure that once you see some of the cards, you're gonna be super excited. Now, for inspiration, of course, there's on the catalog, you can see it on page 20, and then you can see it here. And so definitely, I just love that. So anyway, so that's what we're gonna be doing here. And another set that I'm going to be using, and this was mainly because I got inspiration from my downline, Betsy. She created a card using this set, and I just couldn't resist. I really wanted to pair this one with dice so that hopefully you see how it is. Hi Sharon, how are you? And by the way, thank you so much for being here. As you know, this is not my regular day. My regular day now is on a Tuesday. However, yesterday was Addison's holiday program, and so we definitely wanted to be with her. It was really nice. She looked so cute, although I'll be honest, she wasn't singing anything. It was one of those little kids that was just standing there moving their jingles, but she was not really singing, which I was shocked because she's been singing the whole week. But I guess she got a stage, I don't know how they call it, but where they're not doing anything, and so she just stand up, moved the jingles, did not sing. So I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening here? But anyway, they all look really cute, and so definitely love seeing or going to these events. So anyway, the other thing is, as far as card classes, so at this point, the only thing that I have coming up, which is not for this month, but is the next card club. So card club closed last week for the December pack, which I'm gonna be sending pretty much this weekend all the kids. Super excited with that. But so if you sign up for card club between now and January 7th, you'll get the one for Valentine's, which I am super excited with the colors and the paper pack collection in this suite. Definitely love everything about it. And of course, it comes with the pinks and the purples, and you know me, I love purple, so definitely needed to try that one. That one is just a sneak peek. There's one more project somewhere here. So anyway, so if you want to sign up, just make sure you go to creatingwithali.com/card club. And the other thing that I am planning, and I've been planning this forever, but I haven't really done it, it's a BOGO. So I will be doing a BOGO sometime later in the month. So just pay attention to that. I'll create a Facebook group so that you can join. Or actually, I'm just going to do it on our Facebook group. That way I don't have to manage another one. I think that will be good to do. So anyway, either that or a new one. I'm still trying to figure out all the logistics. But I'll do a BOGO so that if you want to participate and get some of the retiring stuff, that will be great. That one will not have anything from this catalog, the holiday catalog, mainly because that's policy from Stampin Up. But I'll do all other catalogs because I haven't done a BOGO in a long time. So anyway, so that being said, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, also for tonight, because I didn't do my Facebook Live yesterday, I'm actually extending for one day the ordering period. So between yesterday actually or today through Saturday. So anyone who is placing an order between now and Saturday, the 18th, you're gonna be able to get the card kit to make the cards that I'm showing today. You do have to use the host code, which I'll show you here in a second, and it's also in the description of this video. So once we're done, you're gonna see it right there, and also in the video you'll see the the whole host code to use. If your order is $35, you'll get the card kit in the mail. And if your order is $50, you also get the card kit plus a pack of the gilded gems. So anyway, hi Don, how are you? So thank you for being here. Okay, great, Sharon, I'm excited. So hi Betsy. All right, hi Christy. Let me just see who else is here. Okay. Hi Cindy. So anyway, so thank you for being here. I really appreciate everyone being here. So anyway, so let me start flipping the camera. So don't get dizzy. We're gonna start here in a second. Let me start moving things around. Oh. All right, so like I said, I want to be using these two. Mainly there is one card from again, like I said, from my team member Betsy, and here's the host code, by the way, and she used this one with the gold, what is this, the gold embossing powder, and so definitely we're gonna be doing the same card. I did a little bit of I added ribbon, but other than that, pretty much is her card. I just love everything about it, and so definitely wanted to give it a try. And like I said, this is the bundle that we're gonna be using tonight, which is this one. And like I said, you can use this one for multiple techniques. You can color this with either watercolors, the watercolor pencils as well. You can also do it with the blends, which is what I'm going to be doing. And also you could be using your pastels as well. So definitely lots of options with this one. I just love having line images because definitely you can go crazy with those and do a lot of things. And I love also the sentiments. I love the font about it. So definitely a good one. But like I said, make sure that if you get it at this point, it's not really good to get it as a bundle. Get it separate, because the dies are extremely cheap. I think that right now these are like $17. Like I said, it's $17, $18, and they were still available. By the way, everything is while supplied lasts during December. I know I've said that throughout this month, so make sure you keep checking what's available because a lot of the things are retiring really fast. So the bundle is available, Sharon, but again, don't get it as a bundle. Get it separate because this one is heavily discounted. If you get them together, it's like $46.75. But I think that when you do the numbers, get into the ordering system, and you'll see this one by itself. It's what is the price? $17 to $18. So it was really, really cheap. And the stamp set, it's 17, so it would end up being like 34, right? Which is definitely high, cheaper than the $46.75. And like I said, this morning was still available, so just make sure you check it out right away because things are going by really, really fast. They are retiring really quick, and so definitely make sure you check that. Okay, and if you do, make sure you use the host code so that you get the card kit for tonight because I'm sure you're gonna love it. Hi Janie, hi Pinky. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start. First things, let me just get everything situated here. And so now the set is photopolymer. So I have it already mounted here. We're gonna start just coloring first. So we're gonna go ahead, and the colors that I'm gonna be using is the Old Olive, the light, and the dark of the Mossy Meadow. Okay, then I also have the Cherry Cobbler, both the light and the dark, and then I have the dark of the Daffodil, the light. Those are the colors that I'm going to be using for tonight. Also, whenever you're using the blends, make sure you use Memento. You do not want to be using a Station because then as you're coloring, you're going to be taking that black and blending it in because it's alcohol based. So make sure you're using your Memento. I've also used our regular impacts too, and that has worked as well because these are not alcohol based. But technically, you should be using Memento. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and ink, and like I said, mine is almost always like a little bit dry, and I don't know, I think it's the weather here, I don't know, because every time even though I re-ink, I still don't get a really dark image or crisp dark black. So this is why you're seeing me like going so many times. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put it that way. Also, because it's photopolymer, I like to use my pierce mat. That way I get a better transfer of the image as well. So, all right. Oh, beautiful. Looks good. Yeah, so I ink it well. And so as far as the flowers, we're gonna be using the both of the cherry cobblers. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and do the first hand. And I start with the light, and then I'll add the darker. All right. And let me just move it. Sometimes I feel like I need to be moving it a little bit. Okay. Same thing with this one. I feel like if I do the outline first, then I can go faster without fearing being outside the edge or the lines. I guess not edge, but the lines, outside the lines. And I just love coloring. I love coloring, especially with the blends. I feel like ever since we have gotten the blends, that has been my preferred mode of coloring. I just feel I love that it blends, so you don't see the strokes of the lines. It's super easy. I can do some shadows for shadowing on my coloring. So this has become my favorite way to color with the blends. So I don't know, what is your favorite coloring technique? I love watercolor. I do like watercoloring. However, I don't know. I feel like blends is just faster, or I feel like I am faster that way than with the other ones. Now I'm gonna be taking the darker, and I'm just gonna do like this section. And as always, I try not to blend too much, or not to do a lot of the blending outside or at the edges, more in the middle, because that way I don't have any of the bleeding, especially with reds. Reds tend to bleed a lot. Like you oversaturate the paper and then you start bleeding outside the lines. Even though you're coloring inside, it starts bleeding. So I feel like especially with red, you need to be more careful. There we go. And I feel like I'm maybe missing a little bit there. So let's go now with this one. And it's not a lot of blending, as you can see. Like you don't see a lot of the shadows, but it does look nicer. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and do exactly the same. And again, the heavy blending will be in the middle rather than the edges, so that I control better the ink so that there's no bleeding. See, I kind of went too fast there. I'm gonna take a little bit, but see how different starts looking from them, right? So I definitely love how they look. Let me just see. And if you have any questions, let me know, okay? Oh my gosh, I think I moved something, sorry. as I was trying to scroll for the comments, I think I moved something. So it's sometimes hard because when you have everything on the phone, I don't see all the comments. So anyway, hi Linda. All right, so let's do the same thing. There we go. All right, now for these ones then, for these leaves, I'm gonna go with the old olive. Like I said, I have the light of the old olive and the dark of the mossy meadow. I want to have more of a drastic change in the color of the greens, and I thought that was a good combination. Which brings me to the next point. You can always be mixing different tones, right? Like, you don't always have to stick to only the same green or the same red colors. You can be doing Puppy Parade with real red. So, and you can see here, I have here the Mossy Meadow, and I'm just doing here this ones. And then I'm going to go back and do this. See how you give the darker and it looks really nice, right? See that? Just a close up there. The next thing will be these little leaves. I'm going to be using the Mossy Meadow for this one. I want these ones to be darker, so it kind of give a little bit of contrast to the other leaves. There we go. And let me just get a little bit closer. There we go. And there's one more here. So like I said, super easy. I'm not going to be doing any blending on those, of course, because those are really tiny. And then I'm going to go back with the old olive. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go over the lines here so it doesn't look that black, right? So everywhere where I see those, I'm just going to go and then just go over that line just to give a little bit of that color. There you go. And then last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and do the little, I don't know how you call these, but the little berries. I call it berries, but I'm sure it's not berries because I'm putting them all in yellow. And this is the Dark Daffodil Delight. Now, if you want, you could also be adding Wink of a Stella to your poinsettias. So that's something that we could probably do. But see how beautiful this looks. Really cheerful, don't you think? Right? And, all right. So now this one we can cut out with our dies. And there should be... Oh, there should be a die somewhere here. I don't know what I did with it. What did I do with it? But there is a die. Well, thank goodness I already die cut this one, because clearly I don't know what I did with the die. Huh. Well, there is a die to die cut this one, so I have it already done here. But now I'm wondering what I did with the die. I'm telling you, I'm always losing everything, and of course today it was not the exception. But anyway, so once you run it through your die, your die cutting machine, you get this. Seriously, what happened with the die? I don't know. Anyway, it should be there. But so once you have it that way, then you can cut it out with your die. And like I said, it cuts out the whole thing, right, in one piece. And then let's just bring all our other pieces so that you can see what we're doing next. Okay, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Good thing I did this. All right, so here is what we're going to be doing. All right, so I posted on my email yesterday another card using kind of the same layout but in different colors. I just thought it was really, really nice, and so I wanted to copy the layout. Now I cut out these also. So I used these two, and you can see you cut out 3 at one time, which I love. And I used the what is this called? The velvet paper, right? The red velvet paper. It comes with 2 sheets on the one pack, and so I cut out the 3 of those at one pass. So I have these pieces, which I'm going to be putting together to kind of accent my card. Now this one I also have the Happy with gold foil paper, and then this one with the Even in Evergreen. And again, for these ones I use this one and that one, and so you can see it's gonna look like so. Now let me also bring my adhesive before we forget. Let's just glue those things. Oh, well, let's just go over measurements first. And then I have, this one is from the Escalope Contours. And it is the second from the largest to the smallest. So we're using this one, all right? And then I have a piece of the, this is the one with the pets. This is the, oh my gosh, Little Stockings designer series paper. So it is the one with the pets, and let me see, what is the name? Is it Little? Yeah, Sweet Stockings designer series paper. So it is this one, the one that we're using today for this card. Okay, mainly because I thought these colors would look really, really good with my card, right? And my card base is soft suede, and this is 8.5 by 5.5. Now let me get also my ruler. Let me just see, where is the bone folder? I'm like, where is the bone folder? And we need a adhesive as well. Here it is. Now we're complete. All right, so before we start, let me just glue these ones. Now you could have also used your sticky your adhesive sheets. Of course, I always forget doing that, so I'm gonna be using the liquid the fine tip glue pen. You could also use your Tumble as well. I like this one better, mainly because I think I have better control than on the liquid Tumble. I feel like I am a little bit more of a messier person with the liquid Tumble, although I'm starting to use it more and more. But I still, for these type of things, I love the fine tip. Plus it lets me go to all the areas here, as you can see. Okay, so once you have that, we're gonna layer it. Oh, see that? And because same as with the liquid adhesive, you have some wiggle room. And then we're just gonna put a block or something just to let it dry. It dries really fast. And then, like I always share, you wanna make sure that you close the cap on this one right away so that it's ready to go for the next time we're using it. All right, so let's just go with these. We're gonna go ahead and by the way, this one says happy, so you could be doing this one for like birthday cards in December. I thought that would be a really good one as well. Because you know, there's people with birthdays around December, right? So I thought it would be really nice if it says happy birthday as well. I'm gonna be doing this one as a happy holidays. But again, you can change that sentiment to birthday. And we're going to take this one. We're going to use the word holiday. And I'm going to bring the early espresso. And this is just a scrap of cherry cobbler that I have. It's 1/2 inch by however long you need it. Obviously, I don't need that much because I'm just using the holiday word. And let me just put it here. Hopefully it's all good. There you go. Happy holidays. And we're just gonna bring our scissors and cut it in an angle. You can also do the banner ends with the tailor tack punch, but I thought this one will be fine. And then for this one, I'm just gonna glue this one flat. Right in the middle. And so now it's just a matter of playing with this between. I think the one that I shared yesterday on my email was something like these. It look something like that, right? And we can put it like happy holidays, or I actually like it the other way. Let's just put it this way. I want the happy here. Actually more towards this part. Have this one right here. And then have, let's see, where would I want this one? Let's just put this one together before. I'm just gonna go ahead and use one of the glue dots. If there's anything showing up, just hide it. And we can put it like right here. See? It looks kind of nice. There you go. So I think I like it that way better. Like I said, I think the card that I shared yesterday, this one was on this angle. But again, I used that card as inspiration for this one, even though we're not using the same colors or anything like that. But that's where I got my inspiration. So you can always use any of the cards that you see, whether it is in the catalog or Pinterest or whatever, right? And then just change something to make it unique to you. Let me just move a little bit here. There we go. Because I don't want to be outside my card. And then I'm going to be adding this one like right here, right? I'm going to go ahead and leave this one flat and then raise that one. I think that will be nicer. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the same with this one. There you go. So again, the fine liquid glue pen. Now for this one, probably the Tombow would have been better, but I don't know where it is right now here. So let's just put this one for right now while we close this one again. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on another glue dot. And then in the meantime, let's just add this ones with dimensionals. Where are my dimensionals? I know I had them here. Oh, here. It's like, I know I had them here. There you go. Alrighty. So So I'm gonna go ahead and put it like somewhere here. And then I'm gonna be adding this one like right here. And then have the gilded gems and add one of the gems right in the center. And I will probably just add like a couple more somewhere here. You know, like somewhere there with one more of those and maybe one more here, you know? There you go. So it kind of goes like in a triangle as well. So here you have it. I mean, is that not nice? What do you think? Oh, Carol, you like this one? Thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. Hi, Sale. So, oh, this is snowing in Colorado. That's pretty cool. So anyway, I really like it. And I definitely love how that foil pop up a lot more. Don't you think? All right. So similarly to this card. So let's just do this one. The next one that I have with this, because I don't know what I do with my die. I'm kind of worried now. Because it's like, where did I leave it? Okay, so for this one, I have these pieces. So if you're just catching up right now, make sure you watch the beginning to see how I color this one. But it's exactly the same colors. We use the Cherry Cobbler, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, as well as the Daffodil Delight. So we have this one. I have my Happy. Although this time, I don't know that I said this one. On this one, oh, where is my car? On this one, I use Evening Evergreen for the Happy on the background. And on this one, I'm using Mossy Meadow. Okay? But it's also the gold foil. So this one is going to go right here. I have these ones. I already made one of the little, what is this, flowers here already, like I showed you on the other one. And then, of course, I have more of that scraps of this paper so that I can do the Happy Holidays. So let me just stamp also Holidays. My card base on this one is the crumb cake. So for this one is crumb cake, and I also pre-embossed this one with the macrame. So this is a 3D embossing folder that you use with your cut and the die and cut machine, or yeah, the cut and emboss machine. And so you get something like this, which I really like how it looks. Now, if you don't have this one, another one of my favorites is the Tasteful Textile, which is one that I use almost every time. But I thought I would spice things up with this one. Now, this one is, if I remember, it's 4 by 5 1/4. And this one is 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, so let's just do the stamping real quick. So for this one, we're going to be also putting the holidays, or yeah, Happy Holidays. So if there's people that do not really celebrate Christmas, I think it's still good to send them cards that says Happy Holidays, don't you think? So anyway, let's just go and center that one. And we have it right there. And so same as with the other one, we're going to be cutting this section. All right, so like that. And then for this one, let me just put this one aside. I'll use this one on the next one. So we're going to go ahead and use our bone folder. And anytime I do tone on tone, I like putting this one on dimensional. So we're going to be using dimensionals for that section. But the way I was picturing this one is I wanted to have kind of like something like these. And then have on this one, actually maybe I like it better the other way. I don't know. No, I do like it this way. I like it this way better. And then have the Happy. So this one is going to be very simple, right? And like I said, you can be coloring so many of these and then just change the layout. I think I've always shared that with you, but really, once you have the pieces, it's just a matter of playing with the elements, right? And so we can have this one Happy Holidays and have this one like this. And look how beautiful it already looks, right? So let's just glue this section first. And again, I'm going to bring the fine tip glue pen. And like I mentioned before, you could also be using the adhesive sheets or your liquid tumble. I don't know. I do like a lot the fine tip glue pen. I definitely do. And I like the fact that it dries fast, so I don't know. I don't have too much trouble with it. All right, so we're gonna leave it that way for a second. And same thing, you clean the top and then you're closing it. And then for this one, we're gonna go ahead and put this one flat. I'm gonna put it flat. We're gonna go, let me just take this one for a second. Ooh, showing up a little bit of that adhesive. Oh, thank you, Kay, for sharing. I really appreciate it. That helps me a lot, so thank you, thank you. And then for this one, I don't know. Maybe for this one we pop it up, you know? Yeah, maybe for this one we pop it up with the mini dimensionals. Let's see. I think that I can hide them. I think that there is plenty of a space to hide them. Hopefully, yeah. There you go. Let me just make sure. Yep, it's not showing up. Alrighty. Let me see. Yep, that's good. Just to have everything kind of pop up. And then have this one as well. Oh. Oh my gosh. There's one. There we go. All right, so happy holidays. I'm gonna put it like here. And then have this one again somewhere here. And actually, I think I can erase that one. There you go, like so. All right, so now for these ones, we're gonna go ahead and erase the whole thing here. I have a sheet of dimensionals. Oh. Let's just put this one. Alrighty. And then we're gonna go ahead and add like in the center. The wish of this side. There you go. There we go. That way we can put this one here. And we're going to be adding also that gilded gem on the poinsettia that we die cut with the velvet paper. And we'll see how this one looks. And like I said, anytime I do tone on tone, I love putting it on dimensionals because then you can see a little shadow and it doesn't look flat, right? So you can see here, right? And then let me just add the gems here. Alrighty, so now for this one, we're gonna go ahead and add again one of those. And I feel like this one, it's also like some on this area, right? Same thing. And then maybe one more here, right? Oh, like somewhere here. There you go. And I kind of do, again, that little triangle. Kind of looks nice. So what do you think? Now, for this one, like I said, we could also be using the Wink of Stella. If I find it here. What did I do with my Wink of Stella? Every time I want to use it lately, it's like, oh, here it is. It's like I'm losing it. Well, I'm always losing everything. Let's just get real, right? I mean, I'm always losing everything here in my room, so. But anyway. But I'll do this one so that you can see how cool it looks with those poinsettias. Hopefully you can see it on the video. But oh my goodness, they look even better. Oh yes, definitely. Wink of Stella makes everything better. Let's just be real. That glitter, it has that glittery look without the mess, and it adds a lot of shimmer. So definitely, yeah. I don't know if you can see it. See that? Oh wow, look at that, right? So, and in fact, I think it will be nice if we add it also to this one. So this was card number 1, but I think that it also needs that Wink of Stella. So let's just add it on, because yeah. That Wink of Stella always makes things way better. But yeah, I think it would have been better if I have done it before gluing it. Because like these sections, you can hardly, yeah, you can not really go too much there. Well, it's okay. It's okay. That's fine. It looks good. And here we go. See that? Oh my goodness. Look at that Wink of Stella. So anyway, so this is card number 1 and this is card number 2. Very different layouts, although you can see that same elements. And once you have the flowers and the cutouts, it just goes really, really fast. All right, so let's go for the final card, which, like I said, this one is actually a case from my team member, which I'm so excited about. So on this one, I have my, the word happy. It's again on the gold foil, but this one is on the early espresso. I do have those 2 little flowers, right? Cut out from the same die set. And then I have, let me just put all these pieces here for a second. And then I have, again, a piece of the Sherry Cobbler, 1/2 inch. The length doesn't matter. We only need like 2-3 inches for the holiday sentiment. And then I have a piece of early espresso that is 8.5 by 5.5, and another piece of early espresso that is 4 by 5. And actually this one is a little bit longer. I'm going to be cutting it. So right now it's 1/4 of a sheet, which is 4 1/4 by 5.5. And we're going to be stamping and then cutting it. Okay. So it should end up being about 4 by 5 1/4 at the end. So anyway, we're gonna go, let's just glue these things so that it's drying as we do this other section, right? So same as with the other one, we're gonna go ahead and take our fine tip glue pen. And like I said, these sets, I just love the happy. I think the happy could go really well for so many things like birthdays, holidays, happy Christmas. I mean, definitely different things. So just the dies alone would be amazing. And like I said, right now the dies are only like $17 or $18, so it is a great deal. And they are retiring at the end of this month, and so they are on a while supply last. So like I said, this morning when I checked, they were still there, so they were available, but everything is running out really quick. So if you like them, make sure you grab them right away. Also make sure you use that hose code to get the card kit to make these cards. There we go. And then we're just gonna let it dry. And then here we go. Clean the tip and then close it up so it's ready to go. And so let me I just don't want to be losing anything here. So let me just put it all on the because as soon as I start bringing the embossing and everything, then I start losing even more things. So hold on, let me just have everything ready to go so that we're not trying to look for all these little pieces as we finish our card. So anyway, so we have this one, that one. Okay. And like I said, these were cut out from the red velvet paper, which, oh, it gives them that texture, another texture to the flowers. But you could also be using regular cardstock. I just love the texture. So anyway, so these are ready to go. So I'm gonna have them here so I know they're done. And then we're gonna be doing all the stamping. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? Okay, so, oh, let's just put this one right here. So for this one, I'm gonna bring my, what is this called? Stamparatus. And I have here a piece of, I have the, what was the name of this one? I forgot. This is the Festive Foliage. And we're gonna be putting this one. I'm gonna be taping it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna be taping this section. And the only reason I'm taping rather than using the magnets is because I need to make sure that everything is there. So let me just put this one here. Oh. Like, should be somewhere here. Oh. There you go, yeah. Okay, so once you have that, I'm gonna be adding on this one my embossing body. Now, I think this one is not longer available. Like, we used to sell that a long time ago, and still you can see it's back when we have the blue packaging. So it is an old thing. You could be using dryer sheets as well. Just because I have this one, I end up using, but you could be using dryer sheets. Again, this is something that we used to sell, and I just love it because it removes all the static of your paper, so that when you stamp with the Versamark, the powder sticks only on the on where the ink was. I know we need to tell them to bring the body bags. Yes, because I love it. But like I said, this is the first one I ever got, and it's still good. So I don't know. Maybe people got it once and they were not selling anymore. I don't know. But yeah, definitely I think it was a really good thing. So anyway, the next thing is we're going to bring the Versamark. And so for this one, you need a, this is a clear ink. And all it's going to be is that it's going to give us that sticky area. It's going to have that sticky on the image so that the embossing powder sticks to it. And then I can heat set it and do the embossing. So you're going to see how it looks. Now I'm just going with too much, I guess. And then I'm just going to go impress. Let me just see, like I didn't get it on this section, so that's where I want the, I feel like I didn't get much on this section. Yes, okay, now that I have it, yeah. And I don't know that you can really see, you can see it. See how you can see it there? Now you're just gonna take this piece. I'm gonna put another piece of paper here for a second. We're gonna bring our another piece of paper here, and we're gonna be taking our gold embossing powder. Now this one is almost done. See, like I feel like I didn't get any on this section. Okay. All right, so I have it right there. See, I feel like I didn't, even though I press again, I feel like I left it. That's okay. Still okay. But yeah, I don't think I have enough ink there because it's not sticking well there. That's okay. It will be fine. Anyway. All right, so once you have all that, you're going to put it back in your container. And by the way, nowadays, our embossing comes in a pack of 3. So I'll show you here shortly. In the past, we used to get 1 by 1. Now it's on a pack. So the pack comes, there's a metallic group. And so that one has the gold, the copper, and the silver. Okay. The other one, and you can find them on page, what is this? I actually look for them. On page 128 of the annual catalog, and you can see them here. So you get all 3. And there's also another pack that has the black, the clear, and the white. So you get the basics, really good, and you get for I think it's $18 for the 3 of them. So anyway, so now we're gonna get the the heat gun, and it's gonna get a little bit louder. So just bear with me as we heat set everything here. Hold on, let me move. I don't want to be burning my fingers. All right, so, and look how beautiful this looks, right? I mean, every time I do embossing, I'm like, oh my gosh, it just looks so gorgeous. It's just, I almost never do it. I don't know why, and I just love it. Hold on, let me get my, oh, here it is. You know where it was? It was behind the, you know, I was looking for this, that, it was behind the, what is this called? The, Stamparatus, because we have that magnet, so it was right there. So, oh, thank goodness I found it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened with it? Like, I knew I had it. So anyway, so now we're going to be cutting this one to, what we say, like a 5, and yeah, I'm going to cut it. Let me cut a little bit from this side as well. 5 1/4, we say. So just a little bit there. And then we're going to be cutting it to 4. So I'm going to be cutting here. Yeah, like half and half on both ends. I feel like I might need to cut a little bit more here. So, oh, I didn't cut it straight. Let's see. And then 4. This time I'm going to go with the 4 here. Yeah. There we go. There you go. So now we have a 4 by, what did I say? 5 1/4? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, 5 1/4 by 4, which is going to be exactly for this one. So let's just go ahead and bring. Okay, so this one is going to go like right here, right? And like I said, I'm going to be popping this one up with dimensionals. I could also cut it more. I think I'm going to leave it that way. I like it that way. But I'm going to be putting, what am I saying here? dimensionals on the back, okay? So let's just bring our dimensionals again. There we have it. There we go. And then this one's, because I want it to be all good. Alrighty. Now, like I said, I was just in love with this card. I mean, like I said, it's a total case. Because I just love it. I think she did great designing this card, and so I couldn't resist myself. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and put it. Okay. Oh, thank you, Pam. Glad you're liking it. So now the next thing is we're going to bring this one now here. Now, the one thing I did want to add on this one is I went and add some of this ribbon behind it just to make it pop up more. Oh, but before we do that, we need to do the holidays here. So same as with the other ones, we're going to go ahead and bring the holidays. So let's just stamp with Early Espresso. Oh, hi, Joyce. Nice. Nice that you're catching me. Hi, Pat. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put this one. And we're going to be putting this one as well with dimensionals. And so now on this one, what we're going to be doing is we're going to bring our this one. Give me 1 second here. And so what I'm doing here is on the areas where it shows, we're just going to hide it, okay? But we're going to bring our Sherry Cobbler, what is this? Sherry Cobbler metallic ribbon. Oh, Sherry Cobbler and gold ribbon. And so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to bring this one like so. Oh, yes, maybe not that much. Just to pop it up a little bit more. So something like this, right? And so and I feel like I probably need to make it like this. All right? And then cut this section like this, okay? So something like that. And yeah. And so now this one, I'm going to put all with the dimensionals. Let me bring some other dimensionals here. Give me 1 second here. Because now I'm going to go ahead and bring this ones. Just to make sure that everything is in place. Right? There you go. That way everything is in place. And see, this one is showing up, so I need to kind of modify a little bit this one because I don't want it to be showing up. There you go. There you go. Yeah. And so now we're going to be adding this one like this. And then I'm going to be putting this one that says Happy Holidays in this section. And then have this one here. And this one here. Then I'm going to bring the gilded gems. So let's just bring those. So where are the gilded gems? Here. And we're going to be adding, oh, a little one there. And a little one here. And there you have it. See how beautiful. Oh, Betsy, you're there. Yeah, see? I told you I was going to case it because I just love it. So, Betsy created this card. I think the changes I made, because I think you added another piece underneath, like a black, I believe. And then I decided to go with the ribbon. But other than that, is identical. So anyway, I just love it so much. And I feel like it looks really nice. But anyway, so again, like I said, if you haven't give it a try to these dies, definitely get them. They're really, really cheap right now. Like I said, they're like $18, $17 now. So definitely worth investing on those because you're going to be using them. And also, like I said, you can be doing like birthday cards, happy birthdays, or happy retirement. You can be doing lots of different cards with these. Change the different flowers. You don't have to be using these ones, but the dies themselves are just amazing. So anyway, so let me know which one's your favorite. And like I said, if you want to be getting the card kit to make these cards, make sure you place your order, $35 minimum. Using this host code, you get these cards. You do have to have the set or the bundle because everything is with that one. But I'm sure you're gonna love it. Oh, black, there you go. You use black. I know, I can't remember you did something else with this one. So anyway, you did amazing, Betsy. So thank you so much for sharing with us because definitely I love it. So thank you. I'll see you next week. Again, you can place orders between now and what is this? Saturday, because my live wasn't yesterday, so I'm giving an extra day. And so hopefully I tempted you to get that die set because definitely you're going to love it. So thank you so much. And I'll see you next week. All right. So thank you. Oh, by the way, what is next week is, next week is still fine because it's Tuesday. Yeah, I was thinking, oh my God. So anyway, so thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye for now. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I'm glad you're liking it. And Pamela, thank you. You're also nice. All righty. So have a good night.